Hi everyone, this is Dave, and in today's video I'm taking a look at this. This is the Asus UX303U, an Ultrabook with what Asus are calling a smoky brown coloured finish. And when I first took this out of the box, I thought, wow, just look at that. It's got like a circular pattern design on the lid of the laptop, and it just plays with the light at all different angles. It's really very, very cool indeed. And the design aesthetic really does carry through on the rest of the laptop as well. It's beautifully designed, and for the price point, I think they've done a fantastic job of this. Not only is it really well specified, which I'll talk to you about in a short while, but it's nice to the touch, and yes, it does also have a touch screen. It's got a great keyboard and a really nice screen. In fact, the screen resolution is 1920 by 1080, and it's a touch sensitive screen, so you're running Windows 10, you feel the urge to sort of interact with something on the screen, which you can't do with my current MacBook Pro, and you can touch the screen and interact with it. So I think it's really great that they've included a touch screen on this particular laptop. Now, the rest of the specifications are that this has a 13.3 inch full HD display, so that's 1920 by 1080. It's also got a Core i7 processor in here, a 6500U. The hard drive, or storage I should say, is actually a 256GB SSD, and it's got 4GB of RAM on board, so a really well specified machine. Now, when you look at something like the new MacBook, the 12-inch MacBook, which I've been very tempted to actually purchase for myself, the thing that always puts me off every time I look at it is the connectivity, a single USB-C port. And Apple just recently updated their 12-inch MacBook, and they didn't take that opportunity to listen to people's feedback and include an extra port. Well, on the Asus UX303U, you get enough ports. On one side, you get two USB 3 ports plus an SD card reader. On the opposing side, you get an input for the power supply. You also get a mini display port. You get a third USB 3 port, HDMI connector, a headphone output, and a little tiny battery indicator. And if they can do this at this price point, why on earth can't you get it on something the size of the 12-inch MacBook? I think this has got a beautiful design. It's very slimline, very lightweight, and it's got plenty of ports, the right number of ports for this type of machine. Now, the other thing I really like is it's got a nice compact power brick. This is what comes supplied inside the box, multi-voltage. It's a prong type design, so no sort of magnetic connector or anything. And then you get a country specific power cable as well. You also get a couple of extra adapters in the box, one which is for converting that mini display port to VGA. And you also get a USB to Ethernet adapter, all supplied inside the box. And then this as well. Now, it might not seem like much, it might just seem like a little pouch to keep your laptop in, but it's actually got a nice design. It's like this material here, not real leather, but sort of like a faux leather finish up here, which has got like a gold fleck in it and the Asus logo. Opens up to reveal a black inside and a little Velcro closure. And it's just nice that they include this in the box, something decent to keep your laptop in when you're traveling around with it. And this is an Ultrabook, nice and light, so you're going to travel around quite a lot with this. Now, I've already mentioned about the main specifications. Let's take a look at the inside of the laptop now. The screen has obviously got a gloss finish to it, so it is quite reflective. Not too bad when using it outdoors, but you are going to have to keep angling it to avoid those bad reflections. But you're getting a touch screen here as well, which is really nice. You can interact with the screen by touching it, as well as obviously using the really great keyboard. And the keyboard is fantastic. It's a backlit keyboard. It's nicely spaced out, full-size keys, a decent amount of travel to them, but a nice typing experience overall. And then you have also got some really good audio inside here as well. Bang & Olufsen technology. It produces a nice, crisp, clear sound, some of the better sounding speakers that I've heard in a laptop. And then we've also got a really nice trackpad, multi-touch trackpad with left and right trackpad buttons as well. It feels very nice. Certainly I've had no sort of mishaps with it. It just works as it should. We've also got a really nice metal construction on here, and everything just feels very high quality. It's a really nice Windows 10 Experience Ultrabook, and I think Asus have done a fantastic job. I think the only thing that they could have improved upon, and that's the battery. It's a 3-cell 50 watt-hour battery. Now that's not too bad. You still get a good sort of 7 to 9 hours depending upon your use case scenario. But I think if they'd have just ramped that up a little tiny bit and improved the battery life, they would have had something to really shout about, apart from obviously the really great design and really good build quality. So the battery life is more than acceptable. You know, it's better than a lot of laptops, but I just wish they'd pushed the boundaries a little bit more and just eked out another couple of hours battery life. And this would have just been a no-brainer then. As it sits at the moment, I think it's a very well-priced Ultrabook. Great specifications, a really nice screen. I've already talked to you about the touch sensitivity on the screen, but I didn't really go into great detail on the quality, where it's got good viewing angles, really good viewing angles in fact, and a nice colour saturation as well. I don't think it's very colour accurate, but it's certainly very pleasing to look at, and that full HD resolution on this size screen is just about right. It really works well. The icons aren't too small, you haven't got to deal with the scaling issues that you do on some higher resolution laptops. It's just a very, very nice screen, and having touch sensitivity is a real plus point, because so many of us are used to interacting with our smartphones nowadays, and our tablets of course. Having it on an Ultrabook is a really good thing. So this is the Asus UX303U. I think it's well worth checking out. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments section below. Please do hit like on this video, and as always, I'll see you in another video very soon.